Stalked at night. The Utah camping terror. On a night just past midnight, the stillness was shattered when a Ford Bronco with windows as dark as obsidian materialized at our secluded Bryce Canyon campsite. It was an apparition in the moonlight, moving silently, like a predator across the barren Utah landscape. Not a single headlight pierced the darkness, and the engine was eerily silent, a ghostly specter on the prowl. From our lakeside perch, my husband offered a friendly wave, thinking it was just a late arriving camper, but the Bronco seemed oblivious to our presence, as if we were invisible. It crept to the water's edge and lingered for exactly 3 minutes, an unnerving pause that felt eternal. Then, with a deliberate eeriness, it began its return. Headlights off, plunging the scene into an unsettling blackness. At that moment, an instinctual alarm blared within me. We had to leave, immediately. Earlier that September evening, the world seemed perfect. The crisp scent of pine filled the air, and a chill invited you to wrap your jacket tightly. Gentle waves lapped against the rocky shore, amplifying the tranquility. We had traveled for hours to reach this isolated spot in Bryce Canyon, Utah, far from other campers. Solitude felt like a cherished gift. Our campfire cast flickering shadows against the majestic red canyon walls, while a tapestry of stars punctuated the vast night sky. In the rarefied mountain air, every sound was amplified, the pop of a soda can echoing off the cliffs, the unexpected squeak of my camp chair causing us both to glance around in surprise. Yet amidst these sounds, the silence was profound, a heavy presence bearing down on us. The arrival of the Bronco shattered our serenity, transforming the night into a charged tableau of tension, making us acutely aware of our vulnerability in the vast wilderness. As we sat by the fire for 2 hours, an unexpected sight disrupted our peace. Headlights appeared on the dirt road above. A Ford Bronco descended the gravel path, its deliberate pace immediately raising our suspicions. The windows were tinted so darkly that even the front seats were a mystery. My husband stood to wave as it approached, but as the Bronco slowed nearly to a halt, there was no acknowledgement of us. The low hum of its engine persisted as it lingered ominously before rolling past to the water's edge 50 yards away. There, it parked, eerily still and silent. No doors opened, no figures emerged. We counted the minutes. 3 full minutes passed in this unsettling standoff. After what felt like an eternity, the Bronco began its return, creeping even more slowly. As it reached the midpoint between the lake and our campsite, the headlights flicked off, plunging everything into suffocating darkness. Yet, through the silence, a deep, throaty rev of the engine shattered the night, sending a chill racing down my spine, a visceral warning of danger. Instincts flared, urging us to act quickly and decisively. In unspoken agreement, my husband and I sprang into action. He doused the fire with dirt while I hurriedly packed our sleeping bags, our breath visible in the cold air as fear drove our frantic movements. He swept his flashlight across the lake, but the Bronco had vanished, its presence betrayed only by the steady hum of its engine. We tossed camp chairs and coolers into our truck without concern for order, clanging metal and unheeded warning in the silent night. Fear gripped us, each breath shallow and labored, hearts pounding with urgency. In under 3 minutes, we were packed and in the truck, my husband firing up the engine and switching on the headlights, determined to leave the unsettling encounter behind. As soon as we hit the dirt road, the Bronco's headlights flashed on behind us. It had been lurking in the shadows, waiting. The chase began immediately. The Bronco trailed dangerously close, a mere 20 feet from our bumper on the narrow mountain road. Our truck jolted violently over ruts and rocks, but my husband maintained our speed. As we navigated narrow canyon passes, headlights illuminated the red rock walls, and the Bronco mirrored our every move. Suddenly, it surged forward, ramming into us in an attempt to force us off the road where a steep cliff loomed ominously. For 20 excruciating minutes, those headlights remained an unwavering presence, shadowing each turn on the serpentine mountain roads. It was evident they weren't just trying to intimidate us. Finally, just before reaching the main highway, we managed to lose them. Their vehicle couldn't keep pace on the open road. The headlights disappeared around a bend, never to reappear. The sudden silence left by the absence of that engine noise was nearly as unsettling as its presence had been. Even the roar of our truck felt hollow as we navigated the desolate mountain roads back home. The heater couldn't dispel the chill that had settled deep in our bones. In that remote place, it wasn't the wildlife or the risk of getting lost that terrified us. It was the stark realization of how vulnerable we were when someone with malicious intent found us alone. I've always trusted my instincts, even when I can't logically explain them. My husband does too, and that's why we make such a great team. We both recognized the danger immediately and acted without hesitation. If you ever sense something is amiss when you're around strangers, don't dismiss it as paranoia. Heed it and leave as swiftly as possible. It's those instincts that might just keep you safe in the most unexpected of situations.